He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads, and that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Revelation chapter 13, verses 16 and 17, New King James Version. In all the furore and speculation over the mark of the beast, the one point most people miss is that a time is coming when no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark of the beast. Obviously, the most important preparation anyone can make is spiritual. But Yahweh also wants believers to make physical preparations as well. That's why He's given Bible prophecies, so Christians can know what's coming and get ready spiritually and physically. Flee the cities. A vital part of physical preparation is to move out of the cities. In the days ahead, cities will be death traps. In town, your existence is entirely dependent on being able to purchase food and water, pay rent, pay electrical bills, buy gas, etc. In other words, your ability to exist in a city is entirely dependent upon your capability to buy and sell. It is for this reason that it is imperative that all Yahweh's people immediately begin making preparations to move out of the cities. This is not something that can be done overnight. It takes much prayer and divine guidance, so no one should delay beginning the process. Grow your own food. Country living is a vital necessity for the last generation. Not only is it better for your physical health, but it allows you opportunities to grow your own food. Start looking for a place in the country where you can be in charge of your own food supply. Learn which particular foods grow well in your area. Every place on Earth has certain basic staples that are best suited for growing in that climate. Learn what grows well where you live. Remember that genetically modified seeds do not produce plants whose seeds can reproduce more plants. Make sure to use heirloom seeds so that you will always have a way to plant for the next harvest. If you have never grown a garden, start researching that as well. These are skills everyone needs to have. Food preservation and storage. In addition to growing your own food, learn the various ways to preserve the food you grow. Some food can be preserved through canning or drying, salting or freezing. Learn which methods work best for the foods grown in your climate. Learn how to best preserve dry goods too. Bay leaves added to dry beans will keep insects out. Eggs submerged in water glass or sodium silicate can last for a year. This is information that past generations knew, but which has been lost by people today who have easy access to markets and grocery stores. In these last days, much of the food is deficient in nutrients. The principle of eating for optimal nutrition is far more important than keeping to a restricted vegan diet. Everyone's dietary needs are different, and this should be taken into account. In the country, you can raise chickens and goats, maybe even have a cow. If your property has a large pond, consider stocking it with fish. The point is to have fresh, healthy animals. Animals grown in a commercial environment are frequently either filled with disease or have been pumped full of antibiotics. It takes time to learn how to live independently of commercially grown and sold food sources. Get started now. In a country environment, you also have the opportunity to make connections with others living nearby. Get acquainted, learn what products they produce. Being able to barter and trade for what you need is one way you will be able to provide for your family when your ability to buy and sell is taken away. What's the water situation? When looking for property in the country, make sure you have a water source that is not dependent upon electricity. A year-round running creek with sufficient drop to provide gravity flow water is ideal, but not the only solution. There are other options, such as solar panels or hand pumps for wells. Some properties have springs that can be developed. Many areas of the world collect rainwater from the roof. With a filtration system, this can be then used for drinking. Whatever your water source may be, make certain you have a way to access it when you no longer buy electricity. Without water, a piece of land has no value whatsoever. Climate concerns. Climate extremes present unique challenges to country living. Places that experience extreme heat need to research ways to ventilate their homes naturally, just as areas of extreme cold will need to plan for a secondary source of heating that, again, does not rely on electricity. A simple life, lived quietly in the country, is ideal for developing characters fit for heaven. The constant artificial stimulation of city life, the steady exposure to worldly standards, has a detrimental effect on the soul. Children especially should be raised in a country environment. A life in nature draws the heart to the Creator. Country living, necessary for the final generation. It is not possible to make such a lifestyle change without self-sacrifice and divine guidance. It takes much careful thought and preparation to make the transition in a carefully planned way. However, if you will lay everything before the Father, He will guide you to the location that is right for you. He will enable you to make the necessary changes so that you and your family may be safe in the days ahead. This is a process that will take some time, and there's not a lot of time left. Pray for guidance. Start gathering information now, and as you do this, you will see the next step to take. The time is coming when you will not be able to buy or sell except you agree to receive the mark of the beast. Get ready for that time now by fleeing the cities to homes in the country where you can grow your own food and be free from the interference of enemies.